Just under 4 years ago, Peter Wright threw the highest live broadcast darts average in history, averaging 123.5 in a whitewash win over Krzysztof Ratajski at a Players' Championship event. In the most recent of these events, he registered his lowest recorded average in the PDC at 75.83 and ended up losing 6-3 to Jared Cole, who averaged just 86. However, it is not like this has been a steady decline, as in the time between these averages, he has reached 8 major finals and won 6 of them, including the World Championship twice. In his last major final, which was his second world title win, he recovered from 5-4 and 2-0 down by winning 9 out of the following 10 legs to get the win, averaging nearly 114 over this crucial period. So where did it all go wrong? Keep watching to find out. Wright's first year as world champion was ruined due to COVID-19, meaning that he couldn't be announced in front of crowds. His second year with the world title was not much better. He did manage to win the first Premier League night, as well as the second Players' Championship event, but he would only go on to win 1 title in the rest of that year. He did not win another Premier League night and finished 5th in the table, missing out on the playoffs by 2 points. In the 4th night of the Premier League, he was whitewashed by MVG in the final. The pair were supposed to meet in the quarter-finals of the German Darts Championship 10 days later, but White withdrew due to a back injury. Wright was also suffering with gallstone issues around this time, and so had to go straight to hospital and undertake extensive physio and a course of painkillers to play in the next Premier League night. He said that it had been a very difficult month, with the issues making competing tough. Around this time, he averages 81 in a 6-2 loss to Steve West. In August, Wright had surgery to have his gallbladder removed, having been on the waiting list for several months. This meant that he had to withdraw from the 3 World Series events in Oceania. When he returned following the surgery, he won the second event back, the German Darts Open, where he averaged 99 and beat Dimitri Van den Bergh 8-6 in the final. At the Grand Slam, Wright was not at his best, and he was eliminated on leg difference in a very tight group, despite having won 2 of his games. However, he found it very hard to concentrate on darts during this event, as his wife was rushed to hospital, with her fearing that she was dying. He wasn't allowed into the hospital to see her for 6 days. This was clearly a very stressful time for Wright and his family, and so he chose to withdraw from the Players' Championship finals, which he was due to defend, to spend time with Joe. This meant that the World Championship was the final event left of the year, and this could have turned his season around, as he had a chance of retaining the Sid Waddell Trophy, with both the health of him and his wife having improved. He averaged 88 in his 3-0 win over Mickey Mantle in the first round at Ali Pali, with his opponent averaging just 77. He would have to improve in the next round, as he was drawn against Kim Huybrechts. In this game, Wright got off to the best possible start, winning the first set 3-0. However, he then lost 4 sets on the spin, meaning that he lost 4-1, despite averaging 0.2 less than Kim's 91.5 average. Around the start of this year, Phil Taylor said that he felt Wright would have to scale back his calendar to get back to his old level. He has not made big changes to his schedule yet. However, he got off to a good start this year, winning the Nordic Darts Masters by beating Gerwyn Price 11-5 in the final. At the Masters, he reached the semis, where he missed 3 match darts to beat Rob Cross in the deciding leg, before Voltage took out 68 to win 11-10. Then came his dreadful Premier League campaign, where he lost 8 of his first 9 games and finished as the only player without a night win. He finished bottom of the table and had the lowest average at 93.45. At the second Eurotour event of the year, he lost from 5-1 up against Ricardo Pietreczko, averaging 87 in the process. At the very next Eurotour event, he averaged 85 and was whitewashed by MVG. He did manage to win a Eurotour event at the Czech Open in mid-May. However, just a few weeks later at the US Masters, he was one of the PDC representatives to lose, as he lost 6-2 to Jeff Smith with an average of 88. It was during this game that he changed his grip to one similar to that he used in his very early career. This is concerning, as alongside his constant dart swapping, it shows how unconfident he is. Wright then entered the 13th and 14th Players' Championship events, which were his first since the opening doubleheader. On the first day, he started with a 6-3 win over Pascal Ruprecht. This was far from convincing, as he averaged 84. He then faced Stephen Burton and was shockingly whitewashed by the world number 127. Wright had averaged just 82 compared to Burton's 98. On the following day, he was drawn to start against Jared Cole. Wright went 2-1 up before Cole won 5 on the next 6 legs to get a 6-3 win. Cole averaged just 86, whilst Wright hit the lowest PDC average of his career at 75.83 and constantly switched between 2 sets of darts during the game. This means over the last 2 games, he has averaged 78.26 and won just 3 out of 15 legs against opponents you'd expect him to beat easily. Has the darts changing finally caught up with him? Let me know what you think in the comments below.